What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the very first PLE of the year. It's crazy. I shared with some folks, none of these are going to happen by accident. It's not going to be an oopsie daisy. It is very well thought out, very well planned out, and a lot of big matches going on tonight.
At a combined weight of 546 pounds, the Universal Television Champions, the Unrelenting, the Eagle, Starman, and the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt, the
Now-
Four Horsemen.
Now, one thing we know, this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been in. So lots of big stuff, like I said, going on tonight. There are 11 matches for our PLE. So when you look at normal shows, 9 matches, PLEs, 11 matches. There are going to be title matches, 11 title matches here tonight. Obviously, we've got more than 11 titles in the structure, so we can't hit them all. But we are going to hit quite a few, and TCW Ground Zero.
And at a combined weight of 449 pounds, the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions and the Universal World Tag Team Champions, Gray and Hedgehog Herbert, American Alpha.
But TCW Ground Zero is where it all starts every single year now, moving forward for PLE season. What's going on? Demon Jones, welcome to the show. So look at this. This is kind of a different way for a match like this to start, but we saw what happened with them last time. Now, most of the time when you watch matches like that, it's going to be some kind of an elimination thing. First guy that gets eliminated, then it's 2-on-1. You know what happens. Not in the TCW. That is not how we're going downtown. That is not what we're doing. So this is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls count match. Oh, look at that. Power bomb right onto those steel steps. You can see the back of Grady's head hitting those steel steps. Is that going to play into some things? We'll have to wait and see. Now, you look at the way the Horsemen are set up, and it looks like the Horsemen are set up in a much better way for a match like this. You got Grady, who is on the lighter side. He's a heavyweight, but he's on the lighter side of being a heavyweight. And you got a cruiserweight in Herbie. Now, it's not that they're not used to fighting bigger guys. We've been down that road. We know that they are. But when you look at the Horsemen, you've got Rowdy, much larger heavyweight, and then you got Eagle Star, who is a light heavyweight, but you can see the size, actually wrestles much bigger than he is. Now, if I was in the back and I was working out some stuff and I was like, hey man, how am I going to do the strategy of this? How am I going to figure this out? The thing that I would do if I was the Horseman, I'd be like, okay, look, Rowdy, you take on Grady. Even if I was American Alpha 2, I'd be like, Grady, you take on Rowdy. We'll let Eagle and Herbie kind of figure it out from there, who's going to come out on top. And it would be a thing where, you know, if I was a Horseman, I'd be like, Rowdy, you got to take out, you know, Grady as fast as possible. But if I was American Alpha 2, it would be a lot different. I would say, Grady, you've just got to keep Rowdy occupied, keep him slowed down, keep him out of the way, and then kind of put it on the back of Herbie to win it. And now they're kind of paired up that way, but has the damage been done? You know what I mean? Is it going to be possible? Oh, look at Grady. Grady's like, hey, let me go ahead and get up here and walk it out. He's like, I'm not going to fight this one. I'm pissed off. I'm going to walk this one off. Rowdy in hot pursuit, getting that taken care of. Now, also a hardcore match. You can see the falls are going to count anywhere. Referee outside of the ring now that these guys are outside the ring. Eagle going for I was saying he was going for something. It looks like it might have been a table. Hard to say exactly what it is. But again, it seems like Grady's going somewhere, trying to go somewhere. Oh, and he set the table up even. But it seems like Grady has got a plan, or trying to have a plan. And right now, the Horsemen doing a very good job of stopping it. Oh, that would have been a huge slam right there. But Herbie able to do a little sneakity-deekity. And Grady's determined to do something. Like, he has got some kind of a plan going on. Some kind of a plan happening in his mind. But so far that plan has not been working out. And it keeps getting him into trouble. Is he going to abandon the plan? I don't know. I mean, I'm watching him, and I'm like, what are we doing? But hard to tell. He's got something he's wanting to go on. Hooks the leg of Rowdy. 1, 2. And able to kick out in 2. I don't think Eagle Star would have made it to Rowdy in time. Had Rowdy not kicked out, and now Herbie setting up for it. Oh, this could be quick. Well, not even a 1 count, so forget quick. But could you have imagined you've got Herbie right here, putting Rowdy in a finisher. 1, 2. But if Grady could have got that quick pin, like snuck it in on Eagle Star, could have got the quick pin on Eagle Star, and then Herbie puts Rowdy in the finisher, and then that could have been like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That would have been a crazy finish right there. One, 2. And talking about crazy finishes and how things are going down and why things are happening the way things might be happening. Just kind of going over and looking at some different title histories. This is the last title that Eagle and Rowdy have to win to become the very first team, male or female, to win a team Triple Crown tag team, or a tag team Triple Crown championship. So if Eagle and Rowdy can come out of this with the victory, with the belts, they will be the first team to do it. And what's crazy, I think it's only their 3rd tag team title reign, but they did it once with this, once with this, and once with that, which is all you need for the Triple Crown. I think that's everybody in the world wish that job paid more. I wish this job paid more. Then I could do it all the time. Imagine what the TCW would look like if I could just full-time do it. It'd be crazy. Be some next level stuff. 1, 2. And right now it's kind of shocking. Herbie actually matching up really, really well against Rowdy. 1, 2. And I'm telling you, things are getting close right now. Things are starting to get close. And hold on, I could be wrong. I am wrong. American Alpha 2 actually became the first tag team on the last episode to achieve the feat, winning the Universal, or 2 episodes ago, winning the Universal titles and then winning the Intercontinental titles again, so for the 3rd time. But now they are trying to stop the Horsemen from doing the exact same thing. So we got the first team. What is going on? Preston, welcome to the show. Man, they got guitars out. They got the trash cans out. Grady trying to deliver all kinds of stuff. Rowdy finally recovering. Oh, right down on top of that trash can. That is his finisher. But Rowdy able to break that up. And Rowdy like a one-man wrecking ball right now. It was Eagle, it was Grady, it was Herbie, but now Rowdy kind of like that one-man wrecking ball. However, could have been a mistake, like kind of let his foot off the gas right there. And then hits them both. And now hits them with the dirt nap. 1, 2. Wait, what? Was that a 3 count? In the chat, you tell me if that was a 3 count. I thought that was a 2 count, but he just rang the bell like Rowdy pinned Grady. Guys might have to go back and oh, he threw the guitar. Guitar didn't break. So still more music left in that thing. We got thumbtacks. We got a bag of tacks. Guitar still out. Right now, it is looking like the Horsemen are in the driver's seat to win this. It's like theirs to lose, but oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3. I know that one happened for sure. I think the next fall wins. I think the next pin will win. I think like it had to be Rowdy pinning Grady is what it had to be in that first one, but where I thought it was a 2 count. Turns out it was more. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Grady, not really like, but had Rowdy kind of in a similar style like Rowdy recliner. Had Rowdy tapped out, wouldn't that have been something like insult to injury is what I would call that. But it seems like as soon as Rowdy pinned Grady, all of a sudden American Alpha 2 like put it into another level where they're like, oh, we're not about to lose these tag team titles. And Rowdy fighting through it. Oh, not only fought through Grady's finisher, but reverses it around and puts him in it. Referee way out of position. Eagle Star getting up, trying to set the rest of the arena up maybe for a win, but unable to stop Herbie from breaking up the pin. And again, somebody's bleeding. I think it's Rowdy. 1, 2, 3, and American Alpha comes out with a big victory. Oh, look. Herbie's not having it. He's still going.
Here are your winners, and still Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, Hedgehog Herbert and Gray American Alpha.
Well, we know how the last one ended. We know that one ended by countout. So then here at Ground Zero, getting another one where, like, hey, there's not even going to be tags. There's not going to be countouts.
That is for the United States Championship.
There's not going to be any of that stuff. So that one, you can't say it didn't go down the way that it went down. Faux show. Now making their way down to the ring, and again, just kind of making, Team WCW. We know what's going on with the SSU. So finally, Totes put together a team that just kind of, they're on both brands. They kind of look, they have each other's back. They don't wrestle on both brands. They just show up for each other at both brands. So Sentinel and Totes coming down right now in the corner of Drew Hawthorne, who is getting ready to go after the TCW United States Championship. He will be facing off against Milkman to do it. So just kind of making sure everything stays on the up and up, making sure there's no outside interference from the SSU. And again, Milkman, we look back over Milkman's career, finally starting to kind of step up, win those titles, like those mid-tier titles. But for a long time, we thought like Milkman had the look of a world champion, just has not been able, has had a couple shots, but not able to capture it as of yet. So again, now starting to work his way back through, having a pretty good run as the United States champion. How long does that last, though? Does that last until tonight? Have to wait and see. Another interesting thing, too, about American Alpha 2, the Intercontinental Tag Team title reign record has not been set yet. We know in the TCW, you got to have three title defenses. Win the title 3 times. Now, we do know that the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship record finally set by American Alpha, winning the belts 3 times. So they set that one. This was their second title defense. The Assassin, Sean Sanders, and Draven Payne were the first to do 2. American Alpha ties at 2. If they can defend one more time, we'll set that record for the belts.
From Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 271 pounds, gentlemen, Drew and his opponent from Rapid City, South Dakota, weighing in at 272 pounds, the United States Champion, the Milkman.
So looking back over, like, the history of title belts, the United States title belt has been fought for 72 times, so quite the history and quite the lineage so far for the United States title belt. Defended 72 times or fought for 72 times over the course of these 8 seasons. So lots of history, but Milkman beating GC Rock for the title, defending it against Recon Delta, now putting it on the line against Drew Hawthorne. Both guys pretty evenly matched when you look at size, but Drew Hawthorne a little bit greener, you know what I mean? Like, Milkman's been around since season 1, Drew Hawthorne being around since season 6. But Drew has gone on already to win 2 world championships, so Milkman has won 0. So you start looking at that and you're like, okay, well, one guy's got quite a bit more experience, got, maybe about 6 seasons on the other one, but then you start looking at the type of experience, and you're talking about already had 2 world title reigns. Will that start to pay off? Will that start to show up? Drew Hawthorne used to being in some big-time matches. You can see right there, Milkman was going for a big move, but Drew Hawthorne kind of set him up a little bit for it and then hit him with a big old clothesline. Kind of caught him off guard, already got that 2 count on him. So, and that's the thing. Both guys really big, strong, powerful wrestlers, and either one, like Milkman, can turn this around in 2 moves as well if it's the right 2 moves. Drew Hawthorne must know this and knows what it took to win a world championship, not just once, but twice. Then Drew Hawthorne goes on to set the Outbreak record at 5 title defenses. So it's not like he was like one-and-done championship stuff, you know what I mean? And at one time, and probably will be the only guy in the history to do it, because when we had the brand split, where we went under one roof and then we split off and created not just the show Meltdown and Outbreak, but now the brands Meltdown and Outbreak. Once we did that, Drew Hawthorne actually held on to the Outbreak and the Meltdown World Championships at the same time. So had to defend them on both shows, was defending them back to back to back. Finally lost the title by Piro, then goes on to tie the record, set at 5 as well. Couldn't break the record, but tied the record, set at 5 by Drew Hawthorne. That was a big punch. 2. And that's what I'm saying. Milkman all of a sudden out of nowhere catches right back up to what's going on. So we're right back in the middle of things. We're right back in the thick of things. And that is his finisher. Did he just retain the title? 1, 2. And somehow Drew Hawthorne kicks out. Listen to the crowd. They want this stuff to go on forever. And really wise right there. Drew Hawthorne taking that big boot, but then getting outside the ring. So again, you know, Milkman's got the champion's advantage, but it might have been over right there. Both men kind of feeling or sensing that this match could be over. Remember, Milkman's got the champion's advantage though, so he has got to get back in the ring and get Milkman back in the ring as well. He can win the match, but the title will not change hands on a countdown. And again, this probably goes back. Drew used to being in the big matches, being in those big world championship matches, so knowing exactly what the referee's count is, understanding exactly what is going down, now standing toe-to-toe with Milkman, and it looks like Drew really trying to slow down the pacing of the match, kind of dictate what's going on. But you know, the Maniacs, they just want to go fast. What is going on, Sam? Welcome to the show. Oh, look at that, Totes My Goats. We already know he is not the best guy in the world. Trying to distract Milkman, did it first, but then Milkman saw it coming. Milkman trying to set up for it again. Drew says, no way. Big belly-to-belly slam. And again, trying to slow it down, and now trying to end the match. Can Drew hit it? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Milkman able to kick out in 2 as well. Now, you look at the demeanor of Drew, and it's almost like he expected that to happen, where Milkman wasn't quite expecting it when Drew kicked out. So, again, going back to looking at what kind of this and what kind of that. I don't think Sam does have a match tonight. I'll tell you, some weird stuff happens on any match card because, again, we don't control who wins and loses, so there's no way to know that. But a huge shakeup when Repincha wins that world title belt and then Jace Wagner wins the world title belt. It's a huge shakeup in any PLE. So there's a lot of storylines going on. And we could have easily had 15 matches and it still wouldn't have been enough. But yeah, tonight you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26 wrestlers wrestling tonight, which is a lot, but we have 90-something wrestlers. And you want to talk about a guy that has decided that no matter what, he is going to win. He has got to hold on to whatever, and he has got to build up that resume so he can get a world title shot and be ready the next time he gets it. You're talking about Milkman, just beat a multi-time world champion. Now, he's not on the Maniacs for no reason.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's United States Championship.
But using some underhanded tactics and the referee missing it. Absolutely crazy. But it just goes to speak on the why. Man, the word that I had was on May 8th. The bad part is I haven't even heard from Solo at all. So I have no idea. I did send him a message though and said, hey, look, I know you said that you were returning on May 8th, but it's the 14th and that hasn't happened. So we will bring the SSU wrestlers back to be a bigger part of the show. I was going to actually do it in the PLE tonight, but that is not what this PLE is set up to do. So starting in the next episode, I'm going to divide the SSU wrestlers that I have between the two programs until the SSU returns. So they will fight for titles. They will essentially be a part of the TCW until SSU programming returns. And look, that could be in a day, that could be in a week, that could be in a year. I don't know when it's going to be either. Like I said, I haven't heard anything from Solo, so I have no idea. But you guys deserve to see your wrestlers wrestle. Then, once the SSU returns, we will terminate the contracts. They will go back to being SSU wrestlers, and we will go from there.
Introducing the challenger from Dallas, Texas, Susie Lee. And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, the Women's United States Champion, the Mechanic Melandra G.
Which, I will say this, you guys are going to be involved. All the wrestlers are going to be involved because we will have a Monday Meltdown, we will have a Thursday Outbreak, and then we will have our monthly Rumble event called King of the Hill. In King of the Hill, it is a 30-man and a 30-woman Rumble, the winner getting a shot at any title they want. So, you guys are coming just in time for that. Everybody will be involved. Now, really looking forward to this match here. Susie Lee, very tough style of wrestler. And then, of course, you know, Melinda, maybe as tough as they come, defending that U.S. title belt. So Susie Lee moving over from the Outbreak brand to the Meltdown brand, getting a shot in her very first Meltdown branded wrestling match, getting a shot at the United States title belt. So we saw Susie Lee come out pretty hot in a couple of the different things that were out there, a couple of the different shows and a couple of the different title belts, really doing her thing, and then kind of cooled off for a bit. But got a feeling she is back in a big way. And you can tell here, it's almost like she no longer feels like she can fail. Like failure is not an option. She has absolutely been wrestling like, you know, this is the last chance she has. And she's only, like Eminem said, she's only got one shot. And look at that. She takes out the ref. She takes out Melinda. And I don't think Melinda was ready for this. Again, not a lot of tape on Susie, right? We've seen her wrestle a few times, not saying that. But not a lot of tape on Susie. So Melinda is going to have to make the adjustment to what she is seeing in front of her right now and try to fight through things and get back in control of the match. Yeah, Hacksaw's got some interesting things going on. You go back and you look at Hacksaw's story. Hacksaw ends up coming into the TCW, and we didn't know it at the time. Like, you know, very carefree, happy-go-lucky, whatever's going downtown. And then all of a sudden, things start to change a little bit. Then we start to learn Hacksaw has had a stalker following him. I know, crazy, right? Now the stalker starts doing stuff. Finally faces the stalker, faces off against him, unmasks the stalker, who then becomes Tiber Macklin. But because he beats him, like, these guys go their separate ways. However, it seems like something stuck with Hacksaw and being pursued by a stalker for so long. Now all of a sudden it's looking like Hacksaw is starting to turn into the very thing he was fighting against. Now starting to go after the younger wrestlers, starting to, you know, he's worried about them taking his spot, and he's worried about all this stuff. And look, he fought against one of them recently and picks up the win, you know. So you like to say stuff like rebel without a cause, but this is more like a rebel with a cause. So how does that all play out? Don't know. We'll definitely have to wait and see on that. Oh, and right when I put up the thing, Melinda comes back and shows you why she's the champion.
Here is your winner, and still Women's United States Champion, the Mechanic Melandra G.
It is crazy, and this goes back to a really interesting point. Melinda has never won this title and not defended it at least 4 times. So, you know, this is title defense number 1, but again, still pretty crazy. Just saying, if you were betting the odds, you know what I mean? A lot of people come in, they'll win the title and drop it.
Is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the United States Tag Team Championship.
United States title belts now on the line, if you can believe it. And something really crazy about this, you're looking at the actual record holders for how many times they have won these title belts. They are 4-time United States World Champions. They did it first. Then the Maniacs came in and did it next. But they've got a chance, if they can win here tonight, if they can beat the TWO, JP and Matt Storm, to become the very first 5-time United States champions. So lots of stuff on the line there. But what's even crazier, if you go all the way back to season 1. In season 1, you look at Kempty, you look at Cecil, you look at Jace Wagner, you look at Totes Magoats. Those were the original TWO. Digital Dogs then comes, takes over the TWO from Totes, gets rid of Cecil and Kempty, starts bringing in his own people. Matt Storm joins, Dubs ends up joining, Chilliwack joins, and now JP joins. So, absolutely crazy. It's almost like the old school version of the TWO facing off against like TWO 2.0. So Matt Storm and JP will be putting the United States Tag Team title belts on the line here tonight. That's something I really like about 2K26. You look, the managers coming out in kind of their street clothes. Not even wrestling attire. Digital, not in his wrestling attire, coming down in his street clothes. Absolutely adds the immersion to it. So, but right now you're looking at like two of the most dangerous wrestlers. Yeah, no, that's true. And now that the SSU is here, you know, I mean, maybe those are some tactics that end up being used. I suppose I can end the last poll like we nailed it.
The challengers at a combined weight of 429 pounds, the Universal Cruiserweight Champions, Kim T. Watson and C. Al Davis, the Hit Squad. And their opponents at a combined weight of 442 pounds, the United States Tag Team Champions and the Intercontinental Champions, the All-American JP and the Captain Matt Storm, the NWO.
I'll tell you what, Matt Storm, I've watched him make CAWs over the last few years, and typically I've had to change everything. From tattoos to just everything. This year, the first year, I didn't touch anything as far as the base CAW goes, like the tattoo, the hairs, the face scan, like the base CAW. Yeah, we've got to change. I've got to change the outfit because he's TWO, right? So I've got to put the TWO badging and whatnot on there. But for the most part, I did not touch his CAW. So absolutely crazy, absolutely a great job. Huge shout out to Matt Storm this year making his CAW. Last year, the CAW that I was most impressed with, not even in our universe, to top it all off, in the LTD, Whisper Bagwell was one of the best CAWs I'd ever seen, like made from somebody else. Just the overall look, I'm not talking about the move sets and all that stuff, just the look of the CAW. If I had awards to give out, she would have won the award. There's a lot of different wrestlers this year that to me are absolutely phenomenal. There was probably about 10 CAWs last year I was not happy with that I made. And this year, I think there's one. And it's why you haven't seen them. It's between Judge Julie Justice and Victoria Van Diver trying to fix them. But you look at a lot of the other ones, and phenomenal. I think Kipti I got wrong, so I went back to the original mask that he wears. Like, that's how he's known, and it makes way more sense. Now, in this match, the TWO obviously has the champion's advantage. And look, very wisely, Kempty, even though he's doing it on the wrong side of the ring, gets in, resets the count. But gets in and resets the count. Now, too, this is the first time the TWO is defending these titles. Are they going to be able to do it? You know, we look back, the last time that we had a decent, it wasn't a great, but a decent title run was Digital Dogs and Chillivac going at, twos. The Vipers before that, Vipero and Zach Hamilton defending the belts 5 times. They got very close to entering into the Hall of Legends with the title defense run, but they came up just one short. Remember, in the tag team division, it's 6. In the singles division, it's 10. So we've seen a few people hit 9 and not come up. We've seen 3 people 4 times. One guy did it twice, which is crazy. And what makes it crazy is I don't choose or pick the winners. So it's not like, oh yeah, we chose to do this or we chose to do that. It is the CAWs wrestling themselves and doing what they need to do. Yeah, there's storylines to it, but there's storylines based off of what we're seeing here on the screen. So, absolutely amazing match. Now, you look at the difference in the styles of these two. Oh, came up a little short right there, but luckily he recovers in time to stay in control, and that is exactly what the Hit Squad will need to do. And look, Dubs over there giving them the old what for. Cecil's like, hey, why'd you turn to the dark side? Matt Storm says, let me show you a little something about a man named Jeb. But you look at the TWO, absolutely phenomenal athletes over on the TWO side. That's what makes them so dangerous. And yes, they are the current champions, but I don't know that they're even the favorite in this. While you have a former world champion in Matt Storm, while you have a current world champion in JP over on the SSU side, he hasn't won a world championship here. And, we talked about that in the last one, 0 world titles. Now, he will be getting some world title shots by winning the Universal and defending the Universal television title. He will get world title shot consideration. So that is coming. And look, every time Cecil starts getting involved, Dubs is like, hey, let me get involved also. Dubs kind of talking, digital, strong, silent type, but Cecil. Oh, what just happened? The referee, did he throw them both out or just Dubs? Referee apparently got tired of Dubs getting involved and threw Dubs out of the match. I think Digital, though, is still at ringside. Oh, that's an owie right there. Matt Storm setting up. Can he hit him with it? The perfect... No. I was like, he's too close. Now he's in the wrong position. Oh, and so he throws him into the ring ropes to get a little extra ump on it and hit him with the perfect storm off the ring ropes. And look, Matt Storm's like, hey, we can do this all day long. Little trickery right there. Thought we were about to see another setup for the perfect storm. Instead, not doing it. Thought he was coming over to try to get JP brought into the match, but Cecil getting it turned back around, and now also unable to get Kempty tagged into this match. Well, unable, and then does. Matt Storm, though, sees it coming. Kempty a little bit faster than I think Matt was really planning on. Kempty bringing him to the center of the ring. And the thing you watch out for with Kempty is he likes to use the entire ring. So you look at a guy like JP, you look at a guy like Kempty, and it is the same thing, where they like to take it off the mat, off the ring ropes, off everything, and end up using the entire ring for it. And you wonder, how much stamina does Matt Storm have left in the tank? Oh, look, Kempty over there talking that trash to JP. JP itching to get in this match. But so far, wowzers. You're going to see innovative offense when JP's in the ring. You're going to see innovative offense when Kempty is in the ring. Oh, I don't know what he was trying to do, but Matt Storm breaking it up. Kempty losing his footing on the back of Matt Storm. And you would think that right now would be a great opportunity for Matt to get JP tagged into this match. Now, both these guys are typically singles wrestlers, so not used to being in tag team matches. So when you're going up against the oldest, like the longest running male tag team, that is going to start to become a problem. And almost on cue, Matt Storm's like, hey, I know what's going on over here. And now this is going to be a problem for the Hit Squad. Now that JP is in, they probably got real used to like the size and speed of Matt Storm, and now you got JP, who, again, innovative offense, and I was like, what's he gonna do? Thought he was gonna go in and get Matt tagged right back in, but I think wisely didn't do that, so... And it looks like the Hit Squad has figured out, hey, when we throw them in the corner, things don't work out so well, so maybe we don't do that. Maybe we forego doing some of the double team stuff. Oh, I have not seen that move before. Little top rope assisted backbreaker. Matt Storm able to get in really quick. Cecil trying to set up for the breach. JP not having it though. And it kind of makes you want, oh wait. And it looks like the TWO has figured out that same tactic. They haven't had a lot of success going for the double team. Things have been turned back around on them quite a bit. And both teams look like they're trying to forego the double team action so that they can stay in control of the match. And the TWO really trying to stay matchup savvy, looking like they want Matt Storm in the ring against Cecil, and they want JP in the ring against Kempty. So something to keep an eye on as this match progresses. I know it feels like we're probably getting to the end, but if you were to look at who the freshest wrestlers in this match are, it's got to be JP. So the fact that JP right now is in the ring, and again, it looks like JP is like, okay, I'm going to try it again. We did the thing. We got something in. JP gets out. Kempty's telling him to get back in the ring. Oh. Now Digital Dogs having words with Kempty. So we saw Dubs having words with Cecil a few times and ended up getting kicked out. Now the referee's keeping his eye on things to see what's going on. And apparently everything is okay. Really excited when these two guys get in the ring, though. Again, you're talking about two innovators of offense. So to see them go back and forth the way they are, pretty entertaining. Like, the winner is the fans. You know what I mean? Like, we are winning with the fans. That's true. There is more than TWO of them. Right now, they're the THREEE. Finally, one of these teams able to get a double team maneuver in, to the chagrin of the Hit Squad. Matt Storm now trying to ground, trying to clip the wings of Kempty, but look at Kempty. Finally, he gets that turned back around, waiting on him. And right in front of Digital Dogs, package delivery. Oh, Digital is like, what in the goodness graciousness just happened there? But look at how fast Kempty gets back up and does his thing. Like, you thought Matt Storm recovered quickly, but Kempty able to recover even quicker. But that will change a match. You saw how the arm got kind of hooked up under the back of Kempty, and right now, referee count up to 8. Again, you can win 8 now. You can win the match. Kempty has got to get back out or Matt Storm in. Matt Storm does get in, but again, we've seen the TWO. They don't care about winning that way. They'll win however they can win. And if it looks like they were about to lose those title belts, don't think they ain't going to use the champion's advantage to their advantage. We already have questions about the referee. Will the referee call this down the middle or not? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And a 2 count. So you're looking at a team wanting to start their world title runs. You're looking at another team wanting to set the record for the most title wins. 1, 2. And that might have been a mistake right there. That might have been a mistake on the part of the Hit Squad, but the Hit Squad getting back in control of the match. They've got to remain in control. Matt Storm back and Cecil up. And a huge power bomb. It looks like Matt Storm is calling JP in. Could we be seeing the big red button right here? No, look at the TWO. Look at the TWO. It's like they don't just want to win. It's like they're not just trying to win, but they're trying to prove a point, whatever that point may be. They don't want to just beat you. They want to embarrass their opponent. So if you're wrestling against them, you can use that knowledge to your advantage. Again, Digital getting involved. JP able then to get the upper hand, calls Matt Storm back in. And remember, Matt Storm, we talk about things that happen out of nowhere, but the perfect storm, it doesn't even show up on your radar before it happens. Oh, here we go. Goes for the pin. JP right on top of it, but again, where I think the TW or where the Hit Squad messed up last time, maybe that was a mistake by the TWO. And look at this. It looks like, oh, I was going to say it looks like they might have been setting up for something else, but Matt Storm. I think Matt Storm kind of wanted to go for that baseball bat that he saw out of the ring. Now he can't do it. That would be an instant disqualification. However, they would retain the title belts even on a disqualification. So both men really fighting through any kind of double team thoughts that are happening in the corner. And you're starting to see, oh, look at the state of this. This could be over. The perfect Storm. What is he doing? That was the very first super finisher we have ever seen in the TCW. I don't know if you noticed, but that was a super finisher. Matt Storm absolutely could have won the title belt right there, with almost without a doubt. Instead, tags JP in and gives, yeah, but they still end up winning. But man, that could have cost them the titles.
Here are your winners, and still United States Tag Team Champions, the All-American JP and the Captain Matt Storm, the NWO.
But that could have easily cost them the title belts. Instead, it doesn't. They go on to win their very first title defense and stop a 5-time world championship from happening in the U.S. Tag Team title division.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal Women's World Championship.
Now, I've kept my mouth shut about this. But here is the brand new, newly redesigned Women's Universal World title. The men also redesigned, and I think this looks a lot better than the old version. But Women's Universal World Champion making her way down to the ring right now. And I got to tell you, this is more crazy than you could even know. Repentia beat Crimson for the Universal World title, then defended against a 10-time world champion in Aussie, and now defending against another 10-time world champion in Witcher. So Witcher getting a shot here tonight to become an 11-time world champion. Or Repentia is going to have the 3 best title fights and title defenses against 3 of the top women in the sport. The next one you'd have to think she's going to fight is Cheyenne. Then at some point, Melinda. If she can get past Witcher, which there is no guarantees that she can get past Witcher. So, again, Crimson, Aussie, and now Witcher. So, quite the resume already, just beating Crimson and Aussie with the title belt on the line. But if she can do it against Witcher, that's going to be some next level stuff. You want to say that you arrived? This is how you do it. And Witcher, you know, she's been around here since season 2. You look at Rapincha, made her debut in season 6. And when you look at the group of Sarah, Melinda, Drew, Anita T, Sid B, Johnny C, Tiber Macklin, Alacron. I'm up to 8 so far. Vanessa LeVay and Rapincha. When you look at the 10 of those folks, it all started when Rapincha came to the TCW. So you want to blame people, you know, for some of the people that maybe came in. Rapincha's the one. Rapincha comes into the TCW and brings 9 people with her, basically. Now, she didn't bring in every person, but Melinda brought in a lot of people, don't get me wrong. Drew brought in people, but it started the domino effect of that. Started with Rapincha.
The challenger from the other side of darkness, the witch, Tony Cox. And her opponent from Moscow, Russia, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Russian Gladiator, Ramirez.
Gotta be honest, this Frankie Two Fingers, you know, as the announcer, kind of rooting for the champion here a little bit. Brand new, newly designed women's world title belt on the line. The men's title belt, defended by Jace Wagner, will be on the line tonight and will be defending against a surprise opponent. I don't even want to announce it. It happens two matches from now. You'll get to see. We'll see R2K get a shot at the Universal Hardcore Championship against Fusion next. And then after that, Universal World title belt will be on the line. Jace Wagner defending the title. And what's interesting about this, Witcher, has a little bit of size on Rapincha, but both basically the same size in this match, which is different. Like, you look, Ozzy, a much bigger wrestler, Crimson, obviously, the largest female wrestler we've got out there. So, very interesting already. In what is going on. And you know, I think we look at Witcher and we're like, oh, nice person. I think we look at Rapincha, oh, nice person. Not exactly. I mean, I'm sure they're nice people out of the ring, but you step through the ring with them, these two, Rapincha just wants to deal damage, but Witcher wants to win at any cost. So, very interesting ring dynamic that these two will be having in this match right now. And you already seen it a little bit with Witcher coming out. I don't think either one of them really care too much about the rules. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about the new Ground Zero logo package we've got for this pay-per-view? Pretty cool. You can even see the brand new TCW Meltdown symbol, the brand new TCW Outbreak symbol, both sitting out there as well. So, all the logos that you will see in this game, all made and brought to you in full by the TCW, the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network. So, Very unique in that fact we make all of our own logos, which means we've got to really watch our logo count when we're doing it. Oh, look at the state of this. Are we about to see it? We've seen people go up. Almost got to see an actual attack happen. We finally got to see one attempted. But we've seen people go up and get back down because of whatever. Witcher able to get out of the way, which it's kind of shocking. Like, if you've never seen it before, how did you know how to defend it? But there's a reason why she's the Witcher. She might have seen a vision of it. It's like, hey, I know how this goes. Witcher really smart, kind of luring her back in like a little Hansel and Gretel, dropping the breadcrumbs, bringing Rapincha back into the ring. Remember, Rapincha's the one with the champion's advantage, so Witcher could win the match by countout, but it won't do her any good because the title belt will stay right where the title belt is. Now, we have seen 10-time. Oh, and this is what you got to watch out for. We haven't seen it in a long time. But Witcher bringing and sucking the energy out of Rapincha. And look, Rapincha already starting to move slow. Rapincha's like, hey, get up. I don't even know if I got the energy to pick you back up. But that energy transfer right there could be the difference in the match. And again, you can see how much slower Rapincha's moving now. Will she be able to recover? And this is probably a wise thing right here. If I was Witcher, I'd be like, no, let's stand toe-to-toe. I wouldn't want to give Rapincha too much time to recover if I was trying to win this title belt from her. Rapincha's like, I don't even, yeah, look, do it again. And doesn't even have the energy to block it. Witcher's like, swing at me. She does, but I mean, oh, and now you can tell, like, finally, maybe Rapincha's starting to get a little gas back in the tank. Goes up top, comes back down. Thought she was going to maybe go back up for the bloody gumdrop, too. And it looks like Rapincha's starting to recover from the witch's spell. Well, I say that, and then a little sneakity-deekity happens. But still able to kick out in one. And that's a really dangerous spot at this point in the match for Witcher to be in. And Witcher, you can tell Witcher knows this. Witcher's like, hey, I got to get over to the corner. I got to stay out of the way because if Witcher stays on the ground and about the spot that Rapincha's in right now, that could be problems. Oh, and did you see a little bit more of the energy letting out of the Witcher when she hit the ground again? We saw that green puff of smoke, so maybe... Yeah, you can see it now. The spell of the Witcher may have just gotten broken with that miss, and she was going for the Witch's brew. Rapincha able to stop it. Witcher able to turn it back around, and again misses that one. Rapincha ducks that one. I don't even know how she saw it coming. But you can tell both wrestlers very, very wore out in this match. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Witcher still able to kick out in 2. Let's say Witcher still, though, that's not the best spot to be in. That close to the ropes with Rapincha. And look at this. I think what's going on, because both wrestlers are starting to move so slow, they're both starting to anticipate the other one's move, but she did not anticipate the knee. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Thought we might have had a brand new champion right there. But Repentia not ready to give it up. And uh-oh, Skedios. Is Repentia going to tap out? It is the finishing move that Witcher has made famous, the Witch's Brew. She has tapped out quite a few people to this move. Repentia right now not going to be on that list as of yet. And look at what has gone on, what these ladies have put their bodies through, bringing us this show, defending the championship. Oh, man, that might be it. 1, 2, and Witcher able to kick out in 2, but I am telling you, the end is nigh, Danielson. The end is nigh. Oh, Witcher getting to her feet. Well, she got to her feet, but oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, yeah, that wasn't the bloody gumdrop. Oh, this might be, though. This might be the bloody gumdrop. Oh, got her legs up. And Repentia reeling right now. Witcher trying to set up for it again. Hits her with it, and no way you don't tap out 2 times to the Witch's Brew. That's why there was a Hansel and there was a Gretel. But somehow, Repentia says, no way. You might pin me, but I am not tapping out. I'm not willingly going to let you have my title belt. Referee sees what's going on over there. Repentia going back up top. Is she going to try to hit her with it this time? Oh, and again! Witcher defends against the bloody gumdrop. Picks her up. Oh, I was like, I think she saw that the referee put that ring post back on. I think she was going to take her over to it and throw her in it. Make no never mind about it. Repentia split open regardless. Oh, thought she might have went for the pin. Witcher wisely getting out. Repentia coming out and says, hey, don't be going away so fast. And look, Repentia looks like she has been in a fight with the Witcher. You look at like just the, they just took a picture of Repentia right now. You'd be like, oh, she must have just fought Crimson, Ozzy, the Witcher, Melinda, Cheyenne. And you wonder, like, referee count up to 6. You wonder if she'll use it. No, she'll reset the count. She is not going to go out like that, using the champion's advantage. But look, at this point in the match, I wouldn't blame her. You want to keep your title? You've tried the bloody gumdrop twice. It hasn't worked. Some other big moves have worked. 1, 2, 3. And finally, just too much to overtake. But God, what a resume.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Women's World Champion, the Russian Gladiator, Perez.
That is absolutely crazy. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know that anybody has had a better title run with any title belt anywhere when you look at the resume of the people she beat. Crimson, World Triple Crown Champion. Ozzy, in the Hall of Legends. Witcher, 10-time Women's World Champion. Does it get better than that? Like, I don't even know how it could. There aren't even people on the men's side who have won more than 6 world titles.
Three falls match, and is for the Universal Hardcore Championship.
she just beat 2 10-time world champions. Just saying, I don't know how it gets better than that. To top it off, Witcher, a 4-time Universal World Champion. Aussie, 2-time Universal World Champion. I mean, yeah, they've won 10 overall world titles, but I'm just saying, I don't know how it gets better than a run like that. Crimson. Rapincha, one of the smallest. You look at her, you look at Heather. Like 2 of the smallest female wrestlers we've got. And Rapincha beats Crimson for the Universal World title to win her Universal Grand Slam Championship. So, I'm just saying, MVP might be Rapincha already this year. But now R2K returning from injury. Got that shot. Remember, he got a shot against Digital Dogs. Digital Dogs injuring R2K, but it was just an amazing match. Fusion has been defending the Universal Hardcore title belt against Paul the Thing, against Cecil Davis. I say Paul the Thing, but it was Paul the Thing. JW Caliber was actually the champion at the time. Bama Boy, Sean Sanders, Jace Wagner. Jace Wagner, the current Universal World Champion. So Fusion comes out on top of a 6-man table elimination match to win the Hardcore title. Then beats one of the Hardcore icons in the Hardcore division 2-1. Tonight will face off against R2K, who, when R2K had won this title, he's only won it one time, but when he won it, defended it 5 straight times. Which at the time was a record. So you had Digital Dog set the original record at 3. Then you had Milkman come and break it at 4. Then you had R2K come break it at 5. And then Digital Dogs comes back and breaks it at 9. One short of a legendary deed, but broke it at 9. So R2K getting a shot tonight against Fusion. And it's crazy. You look at the carnage of everything that's happened so far, even from match 1. In match 1, you see Rowdy over. If you go over to the top part of your screen, blood all over the floor. Somehow he didn't get it in the ring, but all over the floor on the outside. Blood everywhere. Will that happen here tonight? What is going on, Brooklyn Jokers? Welcome to the show.
Introducing the challenger from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Grim Reaper, R2K! And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Universal Hardcore Champion,
Universal Hardcore title on the line again in the TCW to win the men's Hardcore Champion, and sometimes the women's, but to win the men's Hardcore Champion, it will always be at least 2 out of 3 falls. And for a majority of the championship, that is exactly what it has been, going all the way back to R2K's run, where he fought against Cecil Davis, beat him 2-0, and then from that point on, almost every single match but 2, really 3, but the 3 was a 6-way table elimination, was only JP pulled the thing. They had a couple one-on-ones, and then Digital Dogs took over the championship again, brought back the 2 out of 3 falls count, and it's been that way ever since. So it will always be, at least in the men's division, at least 2 out of 3 falls count. Now, it's funny because Fusion comes in, you know, again, we talked about wrestling against Bama Boy, former world champion Sean Sanders, started really like up and coming, we call him prime time for a reason. But when you see all the blood from Rowdy earlier, but winning a lot of the mid-card titles, and now tonight, actually, Sean Sanders will be getting a world title shot. Which world title will it be? We'll find out today. We are going to find out today. And Jace Wagner, the current Universal World Champion, who will be putting his World Championship line on the line against a surprise opponent. If that surprise opponent can win, I am pretty sure it'll be a big deal. It will be a big deal, but he has earned the title shot. So who do you think earned a Universal World title shot? We'll find that out as well. But just funny, you look at Fusion, and then, you know, at first you're like, hey, maybe, maybe not. But then you see Fusion in the ring wrestling, and it's kind of like R2K. You're like, man, this guy belongs in the hardcore division. And if you don't believe it, by the end of this match, you will. By the end of every match he's in, I'm like, yeah, that looks like our hardcore champion. And kind of one of those things you would expect to see in a hardcore championship, like guys standing toe-to-toe, letting it fly, you know, letting the hands go at some point. Oh, and finally he's like, no, let's just get down to brass tacks. The price of tea in China is going to go for 19 cents a bag. Are you in or are you out? Oh, Fusion is like, I've seen this move before by R2K. Let me go ahead and get out of the way. R2K, I don't think appreciated it as much as you would have thought. But two, you know, we talk about Fusion looking like he belongs in the hardcore division. You look at R2K kind of going for that vibe as well. Just recently having a match for his contract where he ends up winning the match. And TCW, for now, will retain the rights to R2K's contract. And again, if you missed it before in the beginning of the night, starting next episode, we are, and it might even be, we'll see how it goes. We might even have a draft to draft the SSU wrestlers onto the rosters temporarily. And look, I told you at some point. You know it wouldn't be an episode without the Bark Squad doing what they do. So, super fun. But yeah, look at this. Now both guys getting after it. Both guys bleeding. And of course, it's like blood circle right there. It's like, that's the part of it right there. And look at the state of that. And right on the top of the table. And why not? Why not get some more thumbtacks? Like, I don't think we've had enough. So early on in the match, you saw a lot of stuff where Fusion was the one kind of reversing things around. Fusion was the one kind of doing the things, but now R2K kind of coming up with the reversals, has that table, and Fusion's like, nuh-uh, not today, buddy. I did not order tableside service. But regardless of who ordered it, somebody might be getting it. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Now, one of the more interesting things, too, typically hardcore match, like the falls will count anywhere. They will not. They will only count in the ring. So even though hardcore title is a 2 out of 3 falls, those 2 out of 3 falls will happen in the ring. They can fight wherever they want. There is no countouts. There is no any of that. So fight wherever they want to fight. However, you can only get the pin or the tap in the ring. Yeah. I'll say, R2K wrote a song about it, but Fusion didn't want to hear it. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Look at all the tags. Look at all, they're just all over the place. And I'm telling you, you know he's your hardcore champion. Always bleeding, always got tacks everywhere, always doing whatever, but then finding a way to come out on top. Now getting pinned right on top of the tacks. It's almost like Fusion reminds me of a Mick Foley type. R2K getting more aggressive. 1, 2. And look, I'm with Frankie Two Fingers is with you. Like, I don't know how he's kicking out either. Went for that clothesline. Fusion catches them and knocks them right into the tacks. Now everybody's got tacks. Everybody's going to get some tacks. Fusion trying to get back up. R2K loving the guitar, though. Oh! Rolls him again. 1, 2, 3. R2K getting the first pin in this match. Fusion needing to come back right now, down 1-0. Can Fusion retain his title? Oh, and could Totes ask if he can or not? Like, I'm the worst at these polls. This is what I need. I need somebody like hanging out with me, doing the polls and doing the stuff. Oh, look, out. He gets thrown into it and then lands right back in the tacks. And land both of them right back in the tacks. He goes now, hooks a leg. 1, 2, 3, and ties it up right here. Next fall will determine who the hardcore champion is going to be. Oh, one guy got a guitar shot. The next guy, he gets a guitar shot. Both guitars brought to you in part by Rated R2K. The name you trust when you need a guitar shot. Oh, look at, I thought he was going to, confused me on just about everything he was going to do. I thought he was going to power bomb him into the tacks. Then I thought, he's going to throw him out of the ring. And then I thought, I don't know what I thought after that. What is he doing? And this is really looking more and more like it comes down to who makes the final mistake. Who makes the mistake that gets them pinned? Yeah, and why not just at least have a trash can in a hardcore match? R2K's like, look, I got a bag of tacks. Fusion takes the tacks from... Is he going to pour the tacks on top of him? No, at least he was nice. He waited till he got up. And then, oh, sneaky! Little sneak move right there. Fusion not having the sneaky moves, though. R2K using that, though, to set things up. Change the pacing and the style of the match. Fusion, again, able to turn it back around. So these guys just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And that might... Is that going to be the mistake? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. And I don't think R2K expected him to recover that fast. Like, we're down towards the last part of this match at the end of the day. Oh, Fusion using it to keep him out of the way and then getting knocked right on top of that chair. Oh, thought he might have been going for that table. Ah, well, yeah, like we didn't have enough tacks, you know. Like, the one thing I was thinking about, I was like, what could we use more of? Oh, tacks, that's it. Oh, we might have a brand new hardcore champion. 1, 2, 3, and look, those tacks ended up paying off.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal Hardcore Champion, the Grim Reaper, R2K!
So halfway through this match was the halfway point of the evening, the halfway point through the TCW Ground Zero. And now, I haven't told you who Jace Wagner will be facing.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal World Championship.
But you're about to find out. Some people call him a snake. Some people call them the Vipers. But you guys are getting your very first look at Zach Hamilton, who is now bringing down Vipero to get his Universal World title shot. Can Vipero take advantage of this? Gonna be interesting. You've got Jace Wagner surprisingly winning the Universal World Championship and now having to put that title on the line against Vipero. brand new, I might add, Universal World Champion for the men. We saw the women's earlier. Now we are seeing the men come down with their Jace Wagner bringing it down. And again, surprise winner, didn't see it coming. But there was a time where Jace Wagner helped lead the evolution of the TWO and then just kind of had a lot of hard times, had a lot of stuff going back and forth between about 3 or 4 different seasons. And now finally making it in season 8 to the pinnacle of our sport, becoming the Universal World Champion.
Introducing the challenger from Columbus, Georgia, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Snake v. Pedro. And his opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Universal World Champion, Jay Wagner.
Now, you can say whatever you want about any of it, but the brand new faces of the TCW, Repentia and Jace Wagner. So, a couple years ago, we saw that where Sentinel rose up, became the faces. Back in the day, we saw Totes and GC Rock. Ozzy has always been a staple. Witcher, when she came on, always a staple. Cheyenne has come and gone like on the staple. Crimson, always a staple. But now we're starting to see, and I think it's wrestlers like Sentinel that kind of led the way with that all of a sudden, where Sentinel stepped up, won a world title where you're like, oh, I didn't think he would win the world title, then becomes a 3-time world champion. Paul the Thing becoming a multi-time world champion. Jace Wagner now stepping up. Vipiro getting his shot. Vipiro, another guy, was on his way up and then all of a sudden fell off a cliff. Like it was the hottest wrestler to not the hottest wrestler all of a sudden, and like didn't even realize it happened. But now fighting his way back, winning that Outlaw World Championship, matching the record of Drew Hawthorne with 5 title defenses, now getting a shot here tonight at Ground Zero at a Universal World Championship. Can he take advantage of it, or can Jace prove it wasn't a fluke? He proved that he knew just how far the Snake could strike and stayed just far enough out of the way. But Jace, very powerful wrestler, can end people's nights quickly. So, Vipiro absolutely needing to stay in control of the match. You don't want to let Jace get his hands on you. This time, you think maybe he's going to miss once, but he certainly is not going to miss twice. What kind of weird snake-like shape is this? Vipiro now again, just another angle before. Kind of had the foot locked in. Had the face locked in. But right now, look, Vipiro doing an excellent job of staying out of control. And every time Jace thinks he's like getting it turned back around, Vipiro seems to be a little bit faster. The reflexes of a snake, a little bit faster. than a big dog. You know what I mean? However, you let that big dog get his hands on you. You let that big dog bite down on you one good time, and that is going to even things right back up. So Vipiro using all the tricks he knows to use. And look, Jace again was like, yeah, no, you're a little bit too far right there. Tries to push him into the corner, but look at this. Vipiro's like, no, but I will go to the corner myself and come right back out. And oh, that's like a big shovel hit right there. You hit a snake with a shovel. It'll make him think twice about striking again. And Jace now starting to get fired up. And trying to show you, like, hey, it's not a fluke. I am the Universal World Champion. That did not happen on accident. That wasn't like a Rot Row Raggies. And look at the state these guys go back and forth. Oh, clap on, clap off the ear clapper. And again, gets him in that. That's a different variation, though, of it. But gets him in that submission hold again. Oh, very wisely using like Jace Wagner again, not the lightest of guys. So 2, 3, and look at this. Vipiro wins his very first Universal World Championship.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal World Champion, the Snake v. Pedro.
So as fast as he became the face of the TCW, now Vipiro taking that right away. And this really lines up with what has gone on over on the men's side. We have seen some title runs, but we have seen a lot more like, you know, maybe 1 title defense, 2 title defenses. We've seen 3 one time, but typically it's a lot of one and done. So can Vipiro become the guy? We ask this every time, every single time, but can Vipiro become the guy to bring stability to the men's Universal World Championship?
2 out of 3 falls match, and is for the Universal Women's Hardcore Championship.
I mean, overall, that is what the question is going to be. We've seen a little more stability on the women's side. Not a lot, to be fair. We saw 1-9 title defense. Everything else is onesie-twosies or one and done. So Repentia trying to change that. As of tonight, defending that title belt now twice. So we will see what happens there. Now, moving on. The leader of the TWO and the oldest faction on the men or the women's side. Not the longest tag team, but the longest faction is the women's TWO. Heather, the leader of that, putting this title belt on the line here tonight. Against Vanessa LeVay. And like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, especially when you're looking at like PLEs. This is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls count match, so we will see exactly how it goes down. Now, she beat Monica 2-1 here recently, and if you didn't know it, patch 1.10 is finally out, right in the middle of our pay-per-view. So big news, breaking news right now. Patch 1.10 is out. It will not affect this pay-per-view at all, but it is out. Just looking through to see. It looks like so far never mind, they are out.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, Doc Van Nakalehi. And her opponent from Spokane, Washington, the Universal Women's Hardcore Champion, Girl Dynamite, Heather Doom.
So the patch notes are out. We will kind of cover those a little bit as we go through the night as well. Big breaking news, patch 1.10 now live for WWE 2K26. But I don't think either one of these wrestlers care about that at all. Vanessa LeVay getting a shot here tonight at the Universal Hardcore Champion, Heather D. And again, this isn't going to be like an oopsies. This isn't going to be like a rot-row raggies. Like, this is a 2 out of 3 falls count match, so whoever it is going to have to prove it here tonight. Oh, and look, Vanessa, I'm telling you, like, you look at Heather and you're like, yeah, it makes sense hardcore. Vanessa LeVay really makes sense in the hardcore division as well. Heather ends up beating Sid B for the title, then beating the hardcore icon in the women's division, Monica Monroe. And now, if you're looking at, like, who could be the next hardcore type icon, honestly, it could be Vanessa LeVay. So some of the patch notes talks about the AI sequencing logic being addressed. Talks about the AI sequencing involving taunts, scripted attacks, and middle rope stun attacks being improved. Execution of corner springboard finishers being improved. Alta tires will now be represented when chosen from the character selection screen, which, yeah, whatevs. Had I read that before, I wouldn't have said anything. We're only going to go over the stuff that really affects us. Now, there's new items and things on the island, so we will check that out because that does affect us. They've got some good hair. Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't think she was going to be able to make it down that far, but look at how far. That is like 80% of the ring. She just traversed in the air to hit Heather. Heather now trying to hit her with that, but And it was hard to tell who hit who, but looked like Heather ended up getting the worst part of that deal. And landing right on the top of that stop sign. Heather now getting up, trying to do the stuff, coming in with a sneaky maneuver. Little sneaky pin going on right there. Taking it right to the lower section of Heather. Remember, Heather has that kick to set up the H-bomb, so not a bad way to go, not a bad way to defend. And Heather becomes very dangerous when putting the H-bomb on, but look at this, Vanessa LeVay getting pumped up, and oh, showing you why she is very good and highly considered in the hardcore division, already getting the 2 count on Heather. But again, this isn't about one fall. This is about Frankie Two Fingers falls, you know what I mean? And again, another 2 count now. I was going to say now, yeah, almost expecting the old search and rescue to come out and, oh, you want to even up the score really quick. Heather going right after the head of Vanessa, making sure that when it is time to try to hit that H-bomb, if she can hit it, it will matter. And you know, you look at things sometimes where the wrestlers are going down and they're doing their thing. You're like, hey, does it make sense for this? Does it make sense for that? Oh, look at that move. 1, 2. A lot of leverage put in that move right there. A lot of leverage going through that. I mean, that starts becoming like, it's not like a normal pin. That starts becoming harder and harder to kick out. And right now, Heather's got to take advantage of this. Right now, she has had an answer for everything, and that was the start of the H-bomb. But both wrestlers going back and forth, neither one of them wanting the other one to be able to follow through with their attacks. Oh, that is Owie Town right there. I want to take you to Owie Town. Yeah. You wondered why I was a wrestling announcer. Now you know, Frankie Two Fingers. Not making it in the music world. So, huge mistake right there by Heather, like disengaging from Vanessa. Vanessa, though, taking advantage. Like, that doesn't always happen either, but taking advantage of that. There have been some updates, too, in the Creator Arena. Like, the LED part is now fixed. It was showing up where it was blocked in the movies. I just saw it last night, so it's crazy that they're fixing it today. But not that it hasn't been there, I just haven't noticed it. And a 3 count, hit her with the old search and rescue. But again, it is going to take 2 falls. So Vanessa up by 1 right now. Can Heather come back to win? We saw in the other match Fusion go down, then come back to tie it only to lose the match. Can Heather avoid that? Heather trying to tell her right now to stop in the name of the hardcore title so she can retain her belt. You know what I mean? Now Heather trying to set up like one good search and rescue deserves an H-bomb, but Vanessa disagrees with the logic. Oh, wowie. You could tell right there that might have been the thing to win the match. Like, yeah, maybe she's not pinning her right now, but you could tell that move absolutely taking it out. Oh! Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, you know now. Vanessa getting a 2-0 victory to become the hardcore champion. What is going on, Matt Storm? Welcome to the show. Sentinel, what is happening, my man? Welcome to the show. Vanessa LeVay, though, getting the 2-0 victory over Heather D to become the brand new champion. And what's crazy, Vanessa ties Heather D for the most hardcore title wins. So Heather, 3-time hardcore champion. Vanessa ties to become a 3-time hardcore champion at Ground Zero. So here we go. We are about to see it one more time. Can Ozzy and Rebecca win the title belts here tonight? And it's kind of interesting because, and it's not even for a team thing, but if this happens, if the Outlaws end up beating them tonight, and I'm saying in this match, one of two things are going to become history. If the Outlaws can beat the Road Warriors, Rebecca Dawn will win. And
introducing the challengers, the Legend Oxley and Rebecca Dawn, the Outlaws,
will win an Outbreak Grand Slam Championship.
And their opponents, the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the Spider and Falcon, the Road Warriors.
If the Road Warriors, however, can win and retain these title belts, they will have defended them for a record-tying 7th time. It'll be the most, don't get me wrong, they've already broke the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship record. They've already accomplished the 6-time mark and made it a legendary deed. But the most that a tag team on the men or the women's side have ever been defended is 7 times. They could tie that title and put them in a position to break it. So lots of stuff going on. And again, not against easy people. You got multi-time world champions on the other side of the ring. And then you've got the Road Warriors, the daughters of the original Road Warriors, bringing back their father's legacies and now creating legacies all unto their own. So lots on the line here tonight. One way or the other, some history is getting made. Super lucky we started this pay-per-view when we did. We will be able to finish it, but yeah, all kinds of stuff coming up in my afternoon, which typically doesn't. But all kinds of stuff coming up in the afternoon time to that would have prevented this from happening. So getting lucky there, and it has been an amazing night so far. All kinds of crazy things going downtown. 3 matches left here tonight. The women's Intercontinental Tag Team title belts on the line, and then the Outbreak World title defended by Robbo, and the Meltdown World title defended by Blackheart. Coming up, Sean Sanders getting his shot at the Outbreak World Champion Robbo, and GC Rock getting a shot at becoming World Champion once again on the Meltdown brand. So Ozzy getting back in the ring, tagged back in. Falcon trying to get back in control of the match. And we saw it earlier where these two got after it. These two teams and the Road Warriors coming out on top. So these two teams no stranger to each other. Just typically the Outlaws really more in your singles division. Again, Ozzy, 10-time world champion. Rebecca Dawn, 2 or 3-time world champion, you know. So a lot more interested in the singles matches. But, oh, got hit right in the naughty place. Like that would do it for, but doesn't do it for Ozzy. You wonder why she's a 10-time world champion. Fights through the pain of that. Able to get a quick little sneaky pin in on Spider. Now Spider kicking out, but it allows Ozzy and the Outlaws to get back in control of the match. It also says in the patch notes that the shiny, you can see it on the side of the ring. See how the images appear really shiny? They say they've taken care of that so it doesn't appear shiny. That's why I don't have the logo in the ring, because I don't like the shiny look in the ring. So right now we just have kind of a see-through embossed logo. So that's good. That's supposed to be addressed and fixed. We'll see if that is. Lots of fixes to create victories and create an entrance. So we'll see how that goes. Things that, you know, deal with the pyro, saving, inconsistent motion names displayed. Yeah, I get that one. Oh, and like just things you don't want to see. Falcons and spiders and Aussies going up top to those top ropes. You know what I mean? Those are larger wrestlers. And look, Rebecca doing exactly what needs to be done to get Aussie back in control of the match. Falcon, though, fighting through it. Aussie trying to get out of the ring. Referee blocking her way, but finally Rebecca able to get out of the ring. Aussie, though, like really putting up that fight. And again, goes right back to it, and that has been the thing with Aussie. When she starts to get into a little bit of trouble, getting that quick pin, slowing down the pacing of the match, maybe throwing off her opponent a little bit. So it's been a move that has been working for her, which is good. All kind of my faction fixes, which I don't care about. My GM, stability, and roster updates. That's cool. Universe mode, stability. Says they fixed some stability problems. I'm glad they said some words. That doesn't mean anything. Stability and functionality when using Alta tires. Improved stability and functionality for special guest referee matches. Cool. Haven't seen any problems with that, but we haven't used a lot yet. So stability and functionality of post-match call-ins and rivalry outcomes. That's always nice. Rebecca Dawn. And it's interesting because it looks like right now the Outlaws taking on the thing where they're trying to keep Rebecca Dawn pretty fresh for the match. Aussie taking on the brunt of it, where you don't see the same thing really going on. Oh, look at that. Great double team maneuver right there. Rebecca Dawn getting out of the ring. Falcon following her, no problemos. Clap on, clap off, the ear clapper. And I like to point it out. I know we point it out in every match, but obviously champion's advantage going to the Road Warriors. So referee count up to 4 already. And even though the referee's count is up to 7, if she flies, and she did, and look at that slam, but that resets the count back to 1. So a huge slam, Falcon trying to fly. Like, look, she's got the name to do it. You know what I mean? But Rebecca Dawn catching her mid-air and power slamming her down to the ground. She took an oops upside her head. She took the oops upside her head. And I think Rebecca Dawn wisely right now kind of focusing in on Falcon after that big power slam, but Falcon fighting, not allowing the double team to go downtown. Julie Brown goes, hooks the leg. 1. Almost taking that tactic of Aussie, knowing that it's not going to go down the way it's going to go down. But Rebecca Dawn, again, using the outside of the ring. This time might be backfiring a little bit, but at first was using that outside of the ring to regain control of the match. This time Falcon very wisely going, okay, now that I'm back in control, let's get her back in the ring. Get her down on the ground so I can get Spider tagged into this thing. Rebecca now trying to get back to her feet. And notices, and look, I don't think Spider was expecting the recovery to go quite in that manner. But Rebecca now, I think they were using the strategy to keep Rebecca fresh, but now it seems like that might have flipped. Aussie now coming in, getting ready to set up for it. Can she hit her with it? The yellow brick road. Hits her with it somewhere over the rainbow, hooks the leg. And now it makes you wonder, okay, she hit her with the yellow brick road. Is she going to get Rebecca Dawn in maybe? And I think she's trying, but look, at the end of the day, double teams have not been working out for a lot of the tag teams here tonight. So, might not even want to see the thing, but hold on real quick. I've got to answer the phone right now, so 1 second, if I could just get to the right screen.
Here are your winners, and the new Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the Legend Oxley and Rebecca Dawn, the Outlaw. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
When Mrs. McGoats calls, you know what I mean? Wish we could have called the end of that match. An absolutely amazing thing. Ozzy being able to put the pin on them and now bringing Rebecca Dawn, the very first on the men or the women's side, but the very first Outbreak Grand Slam Championship. So Rebecca Dawn becomes the first to get that done. Final two matches of the night happening. And look, I'm always rooting, just so you know, Frankie Two Fingers always roots for the champion. That's who we're always pulling for, the champion, because it's rare to have these elongated championship runs. So we've only ever had two teams defend tag team titles 7 times. We've only had 3 teams defend them 6. You take the 2 that did it 7, and now the Road Warriors that did it 6, you know. So it's a super rare thing to happen. I'm always rooting for the longest possible title runs. Ozzy holds the longest singles title run at 13, followed by Totes at 11, then Totes at 11, and then Matt Storm at 10. So they are super rare things that happen, super rare events. And it's not about like who the wrestlers even are, but you know, you just gotta pull. I pull for the champions, you know. But it's still like, you look at this. You want to talk about just a huge accomplishment that just happened. The very first ever Outbreak Grand Slam Championship. So huge hats off. Huge hats off to Rebecca Dawn. What is going on, Blaze? Welcome to the show. But now we're looking at like the resurgence of a wrestler named Robbo, who then defends the Outlaw title, which is the hardest title to win. Like the most prestigious, obviously, Outbreak World title, but the hardest title to win is the Outlaw Championship. Yeah, he went and not just won it, started from the first position and defended it again. So coming out again, and again, he's going to have to defend it until he doesn't have it, as long as he's got that world title belt. Now, Sean Sanders could fix this problem here tonight. That could happen, but if Robbo wins, next time on Outbreak, you're going to see him defending the Outlaw Championship title belt.
The challenger from Queens, New York, weighing in at 259 pounds, prime time, Sean Sanders. And his opponent from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion and the Super Extreme Champion, Rob O.
Guys, remember, drop likes, subscribe, do all the things. Share out the video, probably the most important thing you can do. we're going to have in almost every arena moving forward, a thing very specifically for the members of the channel. They will have a shout out in every single arena. So it'll be pretty cool. We're finishing up the design right now. I've got a couple in the game, testing them out, but didn't like them, so not quite there yet. But we'll get there. We will get there. Robbo now going, hooks the leg. I almost said two right there, but those were not the droids we were looking for. So still going back through, looking at all the patch stuff and all the patch things. In Universe, we talked about some of the stability stuff, the post-match catch-in, match tables being locked. That's been fixed. Limited custom match selection when challenging someone to a match promo. They say that's fixed now. We'll see. Sean Sanders now turning things around. Backbreaker on to Robbo. And remember, Sean Sanders, like, his finishing move is a very, for all the stuff he does in the ring, like he bounces off this and he does that, both of these guys still heavyweights. They are on the lighter side of being heavyweights, but they're both still heavyweights. Robbo, you can see this year especially more of that power style wrestling, where Sean Sanders, more of the versatile style wrestling. However, when you look at Sean Sanders' finisher, like, it is a next level power move. So he does all these things to set you up, and then he drops the hammer on you. So definitely stuff to keep an eye on. Custom championships not appearing in promos is supposed to be fixed. Money in the Bank cash-ins not being available when they should be fixed. Superstars to select incorrect teams during the draft. That's some good news, because we will be trying the draft out as early as the next episode. Stats not tracking in Money in the Bank. I noticed a lot of things with Money in the Bank, to be fair. I've tried to, we should have had like 4 Money in the Bank matches, but when the match happens, the briefcase never shows up, so I've never announced it as being a Money in the Bank thing. I've even tried to assign the winners, and it doesn't seem to work out right. So Lots of things with Money in the Bank, hopefully, that are fixed. Apparently, there were duplicate superstars appearing in matches if you announce a mystery opponent. That should be fixed now. We haven't done too much mystery things, so I don't know. I could use a back scratcher, and the messed up part is my wife got me one. I just don't know where it's at. Now, these two guys standing in the ring, toe-to-toe, going after it. And we've seen a lot of it tonight, but, you know, with an event like Ground Zero, you would expect these guys to stand in the ring and just as much chaos and as much havoc and as much whatever as they could possibly have. And they have not disappointed. When you go out of the ring up top and you look down at the ground, there's blood all over the arena over there. We've called it Blood's Corner right now. Sean Sanders going up. Big axe handle now, hook in the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. Imported teams not working for a new universe save should be fixed. Tag team members being able to call out their partner for tag team. Yeah. They say that's fixed. I highly doubt it. That's been every year. It's never been fixed. Seems like if you want two guys to fight, just put them in a tag team, and somehow the universe logic will want those two to fight. And that is Robbo's finisher. Did he retain? And Prime Time kicks. Look at the look on Robbo's face. He is like, what just happened? Now going for a submission hold. He's got the arm and the head locked in. Prime Time, though, not falling for it. Gets back up. Robbo, though, a little bit faster. And oh, I thought he was going to hit him with it again. Still a pretty big slam. Sean Sanders getting back to his feet. And you can see Robbo also bringing a different style of offense. Got the power, but both of these guys really very similar type wrestlers this year. Now going up top, hooking it up. Just to set it up. Can Robbo hit it again? If he does, you know it's over. If he can hit this, it's all over but the crying. 1, 2, 3, and Robbo will retain the Outbreak World title.
Here is your winner, and still World Heavyweight Champion, Rob O.
So, problem not solved, still retaining both those title belts. So again, you're going to see another Outlaw Championship happening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, final match of the evening. GC Rock getting a shot again at the Meltdown World Championship against none other than Blackheart. That's the other thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. Sean Sanders, you know, just coming off injury. Still, though, looked pretty good. Like, it was a good match back and forth, so we will have to see. Now, GC Rock typically coming down with a jacket of some sort, but now tonight coming down, it looks like he's just ready to get it on. He's like, hey, let me get down to this ring and see if I can get back to World Championship form. They did increase RXP earned in watch mode, so they didn't say what they increased it to, but they did say that they did it. Yippee. It said they improved a bunch of stuff with cutscenes, highly doubtful. Anything to do with pyro and cutscenes, they say they fix it, and it rarely is ever fixed. Now, what they didn't say is I haven't been able to get in and actually use the deletion utility tool. It crashes my game every time. They didn't say they fixed that, so we'll see. But final match of the evening. Still under patch 1.09 right now. But moving forward, it will be 1.10, so we'll have to see how that all goes. But Blackheart, the TCW Meltdown World Champion, and he has been on quite the roll. Defending the title belt 4 times. Really, Rowdy holds the record at 7. That 7-time title defense was then tied by Sentinel, and Blackheart on quite the roll as of right now, so we will have to see how that goes. What's crazy, the original Meltdown Championship, don't get me wrong, at the time it was called the TSW World Championship, was GC Rock. He was the very first champion ever. Went on to win that title belt 2 times. But hasn't held the title belt since Season 1. Went to defend the title belt, like he ends up losing it. Trying to defend the title belt against Boom, but ends up losing it in a 4-man elimination match. Boom ends up pinning Recon Delta, and that was the last time GC Rock held it. Now, not the last time he challenged for it.
Weighing in at 293 pounds,
Rowdy Hunt defended against him 3 times in a row. Sentinel defended against him.
From the other side of darkness, weighing in at 266 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Lost Blackheart.
Sentinel defended against him in Season 6, but since then hasn't had a shot. So, getting a shot here in Season 8 at Ground Zero, kind of a big deal. Blackheart defeating Boom for the championship, defending against Drew Hawthorne, Matt Storm, Rated R2K, Digital Dogs, who, don't get me wrong, Blackheart lost to Digital by countout. But again, Champion's Advantage retains the title and now defending against GC Rock here in the main event at Ground Zero. Can Blackheart extend his title streak to 5? We will see if he can do it, but again, going up against another big boy like Boom, big boy. Drew Hawthorne, he's a big boy. Matt Storm, R2K, more the size of Blackheart, and now Digital Dogs, the biggest of boys. And now going up against GC Rock. You know, at one point before Digital Dogs hit the scene, you know, police on the scene, you know what I mean? Before Digital Dogs hit the scene, GC Rock was the largest wrestler in the TCW. So, GC Rock trying to get back to that world championship style of wrestling. Get back to the world caliber style of wrestling he was known for all the way back in Season 1. Can he do it here in Season 8? We're about to find out. 1. So it looks like there's a lot of interesting updates in patch 1.10. But does it fix all the instability problems? Who knows? They are the absolute worst. The absolute worst. Devs, if you're listening, you guys are terrible at saying what you did. Improve stability. Good job, devs. Good job. You don't know what you did. That's good. Cute. We'll call it cute. Patch notes from the dev team. Whoever's in charge of patch notes, fired. If they're like, Totes, what would you do? They were like, Frankie Two Fingers, what would you do to start fixing the game? The first thing I would do is fire the patch notes guy. You're fired. Then I would go to the heads of the departments and be like, do you know what you're doing? Are you doing it willy-nilly? Do you want me to just to put willy-nilly on the patch notes? Or can you use words and tell us what you did? So, but that would be the first thing we would do right there. And immediately improve communications between us and the community. And look, Blackheart absolutely knows what he needs to do to win this match. Going up on top, using the ring, doing the stuff. Yeah, he is a heavyweight, but again, a lighter heavyweight. So he knows to generate the power against GC Rock. Oh, here we go. Oh, scouted. Scouted. Scout that one out. Knew what was coming there. Blackheart steps back, and you gotta know it's coming. He needs a couple of steps. Went up to put the nail in the coffin. And GC Rock able to hit him with the power bomb. Now, though, Blackheart's there, starting to get fired up. Letting G know what time it is. Says, hey, if you weren't aware, price of tea in China, 19 cents a bag. I'm telling you right now. Don't know what that has to do with wrestling. Huh? We can hear music playing. Oh, no. This happens a lot. GC Rock, big time streamer. The paparazzi down here trying to get pictures. Takes a picture and that blinds Blackheart. And look at this. The Rockopotamus hits Blackheart with the Rockopotamus. Do we have a new champion? 1, 2. And Blackheart finds a way to kick out from the Rockopotamus, but the paparazzi coming down, trying to get a picture of GC Rock. To what end, we don't know. He ended up not even getting a picture of GC Rock. Ends up getting a picture of Blackheart. Blinds Blackheart, and GC Rock has used that to his advantage. Why? Why ask why? Try a big knee right to your chest. That would be it for Frankie Two Fingers. I'm telling you right now. Game over. Game over. You're telling me a 317-pound dude just went flying through the air off the top rope, knee to my chest. Game over. That's what the name of that move should be called. Game over. Not having it. Oh, look at that. Gee, getting fired up. Blackheart getting out of the way, but I think he got back into the ring a little bit too soon. Probably should have waited or came in a different way. And, man, gee, really starting to take it to Blackheart right now. Can Blackheart withstand the attack? And gee, really wrestling like he should have been wrestling for a long time. Really the big man style of wrestling. And that is why he just won the Meltdown World title.
Here is your winner, and new World Heavyweight Champion, GC Rock.
Now, does Blackheart or does GC Rock win this world title without the paparazzi coming down? I don't know. But what I do know, nothing illegal about it. Does that maybe get Blackheart another shot at the title? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what management does in the back. But, man, one thing is for sure, it has been an absolutely crazy night. We have seen the champions defending titles. We have seen brand new people step up wanting to become the face of TCW. We have seen some history getting made here tonight with the Outbreak Grand Slam Championship being won for the first time by Rebecca Dawn. And you know, I say this a lot when we start looking at the Grand Slam Championships, when we start looking at the Triple Crown Championships, whether it is an individual tag team or a teamed tag team or the World Triple Crown. Like it's kind of amazing to me. The people who are on that list, probably not the people you would first guess. You look at all the great female wrestlers, all the great male wrestlers, all the great whatever. And I told you that only one person ever has won the Outlaw Grand Slam title. I'm telling you, Rebecca Dawn, probably in the top 15, top 20. Probably not my first guess for number one. Amazing wrestler, just probably not my first guess for number one. I'd be looking at like Crimson or Cheyenne or Ozzy or this. Witcher, jumped all of them. First Outlaw Grand Slam champion. So absolutely crazy in that sense. We've seen some streaks come to an end tonight. Vipiro getting his very first Universal World title, beating Jace Wagner for it. R2K beating Fusion. And look, Fusion is, like, you look at Digital Dogs, you look at Fusion, like, they were very dominating champions. Rapincha defending, beating Crimson for the title, defending against Ozzy, and now defending against Witcher. Like, I don't think there's a tougher streak that's ever happened. Like, you didn't think maybe Rapincha belonged as the Universal World Champion? Well, now you do. The TWO defending and doing what they did. Dubs getting kicked out of the match. I'm shocked. Like, we know they're paying the refs, right? But then Dubs ends up getting kicked out of the match by the referee. That's crazy. Wouldn't have even saw that coming. Melinda, really in the beginning of this match, getting dominated by Susie. And then Melinda coming and saying, no, let me go ahead and retain this title belt real quick. Milkman beating Drew Hawthorne for the title to retain like that. Like, if I was betting at Vegas, I wouldn't have bet that. But it looks like Milkman getting ready to step up, do the things. Grady and Herbie eking out that win against Eagle Star and Rowdy, and really what I would probably have called a Four Horsemen style match. Vanessa LeVay winning the Hardcore Championship as well. So just absolutely crazy stuff. Let's look and see if we see any. Nope, no injuries happened in that one. So, oh, that is interesting. Robbo is injured and still found a way to defend his title. Sean Sanders just got cleared by the medical staff, and Robbo was injured, and somehow Robbo still found a way to come out on top. And we don't see that a lot. So absolutely nuts. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, I just want to show you guys some cool things that are on the calendar. One, we have brand new TCW Meltdown Monday Night Arenas. We have brand new Outbreak Arenas. So this week coming up, we got Meltdown, we've got Outbreak, and then we've got our very first TCW monthly Rumble. So King of the Hill will be coming. Ascension is not the next one. Matter of fact, I'm going to be working on this now, but we will be seeing the Battle Bowl. So I've got to go through, switch some of these PLEs around, but Battle Bowl will be the next one. So we're going to see Battle Bowl 2 coming back. We saw Battle Bowl 1. We saw the Hart Foundation win it on the guys' side. I'll have to look up the women's side. We've got the statistics inside the Discord, so we'll look all that up and figure it out. But Battle Bowl 2 coming up next big event. So we'll see that. Then we'll have Wrestling Wars, and then we'll see Battle Bowl 2, whoever the two teams are fighting for the trophy on the men's side and on the women's side. So, guys, that's going to do it for us here today at the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network. Remember, drop the like, subscribe, do all the stuff, and while you're out there in the world, be the change the world needs you to be. The world does a good enough job. They are phenomenal at dividing us, and we're phenomenal at letting them. End of the day, we do and say some of the dumbest things. Like, we believe some of the dumbest things matter on the planet. But I will tell you this, as you get older, some of those things don't matter as much. So while you're out there in the world, somebody just may need to be shown some grace. Show them what it looks like. Become the change that person needs in their life. Become the leader I know you are in this community. And that is going to do it for us here today. So from everybody here at the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network, to all of you out there, peace.